Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, there was an old, charming house known as Willowdale House. You didn't know anyone who had lived there before, but when you saw it, you just knew this was your new home. Willowdale had a character, with its creaky floors, dusty corners, and beautiful antique furniture left behind by previous owners. But almost immediately, it became clear that you were not alone. At first, it was just small things. A book would be on a different shelf than where you remembered leaving it. The kitchen door would be found ajar, despite being sure you'd closed it. And then came the chills. Walking down the hallway, you would suddenly feel a cold breeze brush past your neck, followed by whispers that you could never quite understand. You could swear that shadows in the corners of your vision moved when you looked away. One evening, you decided to explore the attic, the one place you hadn't dared to venture. Climbing the old wooden ladder, the air grew colder with each step. As you reached the top, you noticed an old, leather-bound journal sitting atop a dusty chest. Opening it, you read the name Eleanor. The journal told the tale of a young woman who once lived in Willowdale House. Eleanor had fallen deeply in love with a man named Edward, but their love was doomed. Edward vanished suddenly, leaving Eleanor heartbroken. She lived the rest of her days in sadness, never knowing what happened to him. As you read, a gust of wind blew through the attic, and for a moment, you swore you saw a figure standing by the window, looking forlornly into the distance. Desperate to help Eleanor, you delved deeper into the mystery. Night after night, the haunting grew more intense. Objects would fly across the room, piercing wails would fill the night air, and once, you even woke up to see Eleanor's ghostly visage staring at you from the foot of your bed. However, you knew that Eleanor was not evil. She was tormented. You scoured the village for old records, chatted with the elders, and finally, a twist revealed itself. Edward hadn't vanished. He had been taken by Eleanor's jealous sister, who coveted Edward's love. You found a faded letter hidden in the seams of an old coat in the attic, confessing Eleanor's sister's sin and where Edward had been buried. With this revelation, you went to the old well behind the house, where you found Edward's final resting place. Saying a prayer, you begged Eleanor to find peace. The air around you grew warm, and a gentle, grateful whisper filled your ears. The haunting stopped. Willowdale House was finally at peace. And so were you.